It's the Next Level Contractor Podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
We are helping small businesses and construction companies become more profitable with better leads and better service.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
We're going to do it every Monday at 7 a.m. No bullshit, in 30 minutes or less.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And today we're talking about how to get more roofing leads. So my philosophy on this is you should do whatever it takes. So if you're having salespeople pound the pavement, keep doing it. Double down, push into it. But you also want ideal long-term marketing systems. So really understanding that creating awareness is also super important, because you know how much easier it is to close a deal if they've seen your brand on trucks, on signs, they've seen it on Facebook, they've seen it on Google, all these different things. So we believe in creating long-term marketing systems that support your salespeople. We'll also be talking about Thumbtack versus Home Advisor versus House versus Nextdoor versus your website versus Facebook ads versus Google services. We'll be talking about all these things today. But I want to say, if your salespeople are out there pounding the pavement and you don't think that they have a good enough closing ratio, the way I'd say to tackle this, first of all, you need better sales training. You need your salespeople to do the things that are going to close deals, but you also want to say, hey, how can I support them? How can I help create value around our brand? How can I make our brand the only choice that somebody would use in our area? If you're talking to your salespeople, you know that their ongoing training is super important. You know, to get the most out of your salespeople, you need to, 1, convey a professional image from the get-go. 2, focus on educating the prospect, not just on closing. Number 3, focus on them, not on you. So we do this, we do that. Our widget has this many things. Our roofs are this much better. Doesn't matter. You need to focus on them. How does this solve their problem? The benefits that this gives them, and focus on what makes the difference about your service and your company that provides those benefits. So what's the difference between you and competitors? And then lastly, social proof. Tons of social proof. So you need testimonials, you need reviews, you need all these different things. You need Google reviews. You need a lot of happy customers. You know, we often talk about in marketing how people like us do things like this. Smart homeowners like you choose a trusted, vetted local source for roofing like us. So knowing what's going to close the deal in a broader perspective than just getting your salespeople to shove the roof down their throat. So, like I said, we believe in doing everything it takes to get more roofing leads. And I'm going to go through each one of these things one by one that we've determined are super powerful. And, you know, I've seen our roofing clients get great results from a lot of different methods. From radio, I've seen them, you know, one of our roofers get a lot of great leads from Thumbtack. You know, a lot of leads, I should say. So our difference between our services when we provide them for people is that we want to turn their stuff into a magnet, not just go out and get these leads that anybody raised their hand. So we want to turn sites into a magnet. But there are so many ways to get leads. And our philosophy on this is do everything and then double down on what works and kind of withdraw on the things that don't work. Number 1, pounding the pavement. So you can get more roofing and siding leads by pounding the pavement, knocking on doors and canvassing. A lot of roofing business owners got their start this way. So we know that roofers often were salespeople for different companies and spent time doing this and realized that their efforts were driving that business's success so that they went out on their own and they started their own roofing company. There's other problems to running a roofing company besides just getting sales, as you probably know if you're running a company. But there is so much business in this area, especially when somebody's been hit by hail damage. So if you haven't been doing that, if you haven't been pounding the pavement, getting your people good at knocking on doors and being of service to people in that area, that's a huge opportunity. It should not be your only way of getting leads and new business. If this is your only way of getting new leads in your business, welcome to 2019, 2020, because your competitors are likely advertising on Facebook, doing SEO to get higher on Google, and other more advanced techniques that both support and get more leads for your roofing salespeople. Number 2, this is what we do, but I'm going to give you the basics of it really quick, even if you're doing it for yourself. Optimize your website for Google traffic. So you know that your website does support your salespeople, but if you haven't yet been getting regular leads from Google, it's actually huge. And a lot of roofers are doing this where they're essentially spending money and effort and time getting content created for the website. So writing blogs on a regular basis, getting links back to their website from other websites, which helps you get higher in Google's search results. And 3, making little technical tweaks and targeting tweaks to what are called the meta titles and descriptions in your website. So if you're on WordPress, you can download something called Yoast SEO and tweak your meta titles and descriptions, and that will change what shows up in Google search result. And it also helps you get higher if you use your keyword in the right places. So using the keyword, like let's say you're in Charlottesville roofer at the beginning of the meta title will help you get higher in search results. And we have very aggressive, what I call industrial strength SEO that helps people get higher in Google as well. Definitely a massive opportunity to get more leads. Number 3, use Google paid ads. So often referred to as PPC, they can be gigantically successful. And we think one of the best opportunities for Google ads right now for roofers is using Google verified services. So Google has rolled this out to a lot of bigger cities and is starting to do it for smaller cities now too, where they do Google verified services. And we've seen a lot of leads come in for our roofers by being part of that program. It's not that hard to get part of that program, but they do, obviously require being licensed and insured and those types of things. Google paid ads. Another main thing that we use for that is expanded broad match another key component to getting really successful Google paid ads is expanded broad match searches. So that means using a plus after each one of your keywords when you're targeting them so that Google requires those keywords to be in the search for the ad to be shown. The other problem with a lot of Google paid ads campaigns is that people waste a lot of money. So your money is getting flushed down the drain because Google is serving it up for ever broader searches, including like, let's say, roofing jobs or, things that aren't actually going to get you new customers. So knowing how to do those Google ads in a way that doesn't waste money. And another big tip on that is adding negative keywords every week for a little while. If you're starting a new campaign, add negative keywords like jobs, free, all these different things. Those will really tighten up what Google is showing your ads for. It's powerful. The next thing is partnering with local businesses. So if you know realtors, if you know insurance guys, if you're part of BNI or other networking organizations, you can create kind of this small fire of people that talk about your services around the time that they need them. So we believe in creating systems for regular referrals. You might offer $50 to $100 for every referral that they bring you that ends up in closed business. or even a free roofing inspection, depending on what your margins look like. But creating systems around referrals is really important, and that means partnering with local businesses. Advanced technique on this level is we actually do videos for our clients a lot of times, and we'll actually go to those local businesses, promote those local businesses with the videos that we're doing, and share them on Facebook. They share them on Facebook. We cross-pollinate the audiences. Number 5, create a referral program. That goes to my last point, I guess. So we talk about the $50 to $100 incentive. You might find some other way to create kind of a buzz around referrals. You could put a form on your site that allows them to email their friends from their site, and then you're also tracking it. Wonderful opportunity there. Number 6, track the weather. So there are a number of programs that are targeted at roofers. And in fact, I'm pretty sure you've probably had these people reach out to you, but they'll tell you when hail is coming. They'll tell you what areas have been hit and exactly, where to focus your efforts as far as pounding the pavement. And we like to use this as well for Facebook ads and Google ads and content on your website, so that we're serving up the ads. You can call it geofencing or geo-targeting or whatever you'd like, but you can target these areas with Facebook ads and Google ads. It's insanely powerful. We do it for our roofers that we're running ads for, and we believe in it. Number 7, be a social media personality. A lot of companies come to us and ask us for social media services. And unless I can be part of the content creation by helping create videos for that client or some other content creation piece, we don't actually try to sign these people up for services, because we don't believe that we have a strong amount of added value. We want to add value. But what you can do, and I believe in social media for roofers, it's just I believe that they should be doing it themselves, and they should be doing it behind the scenes, and they should be doing it every day. They should be showing the jobs that they're inspecting. They should be showing their crew, hyping their crews up. They should be talking about why they care about customer service every day, putting it on Instagram Live, Instagram Stories. Basically, I'm saying this is an advanced technique, but it is something that you could do if you want to leverage your own personality for your roofing services. Absolutely powerful. Direct mail. And wow, I've seen some actually really cool things that you can do with direct mail. First of all, you can canvass particular zip codes that got hit by hail, or your neighborhood, your city and surrounding cities, if you just want to increase brand awareness. But there are some really crazy techniques that you can do where you can target competitors. You can use direct mail to remarket, weirdly, to people that have been to your website. And we love remarketing ads. So if you come to our website, you'll see our ads all over the web afterwards. Remarketing in any way, shape, or form, but it's crazy. You can do remarketing with mail these days. Number 9, participate in trade shows and local events. Whatever is going on in your area that attracts a lot of homeowners. And I really think the most important question in marketing is, who is it for? So you really want these trade shows or events to be at things where homeowners are going to be. Anything that you can do to put up a booth, to give away a koozie, whatever it happens to be, I believe in being everywhere as much as you possibly can be. Number 10, promoted posts and Facebook ads. So I strongly suggest that roofers promote their content, not just ads to close deals. We want people to feel like your company is everywhere. And if they've been on your website, you can re-promote content to them. And if they've liked your page, you can target those people too, so that you can increase the amount of referrals and remind people that you are their roofing company. Number 11, Angie's List, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, House. Now, out of all these 4, we think Thumbtack is the best one for roofing leads. Now these roofing leads, they're a little bit lower level, but Thumbtack is somewhat new player to this game. Angie's List is going the way of Home Advisor because Home Advisor purchased them, and Home Advisor, as you definitely know, they are super promotional on their own services, and thus, it's really annoying. They annoy a lot of contractors, but they also are often pushing people to their site and then making you pay for their leads, and they're promoting their brand. So I don't necessarily think Home Advisor is that great of an option just because they're making you compete with, no holds bar with all of your competitors instead of, giving it to just one roofing contractor. And you want to build your brand, not theirs. Lastly, House. And House, I would say, is not a great fit for roofing and siding contractors. Why? Because it's actually a little bit more targeted at the luxury market and a lot of aesthetic looking things. And that's where I've seen there's been a lot of, successes, is high end home builders, that kind of thing, versus roofing is a little bit less aesthetic in that way. And just, it's harder to sell things on there. People aren't necessarily looking for that there. They are looking for it on Google. 11, radio. Definitely, if you're in a smaller market, I think you can really push radio and get a lot of great results. Bigger markets, I would say this probably isn't the best deal, depending on where they're pricing it. So if there's a lot of homeowners listening to a particular station or a particular set of stations, you could potentially use radio. I think the opportunity is a little bit lower, and it obviously wears off immediately once you stop spending on it, unless you're really promoting brand. So I do think all of these, as much as you can promote brand alongside of whatever specific offer you've got going on at that moment. Number 12, telemarketing. Whew. This one has gone down in effectiveness so dramatically in the last couple of years, I can't even tell you. It's because there's more laws around this now. It's because the exhaustion from cold calling is just getting higher and higher, as you probably have experienced in your business where you pick up the phone. It's really not the most comfortable thing when somebody starts pitching to you right off the bat. So ideally, you want people coming to you. I would never count out telemarketing completely, but I think it's something to test. And if it's not working, draw back immediately. And then local SEO strategies. So the first thing you can do to get higher on Google Maps is to do local directory listings. You want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number is consistent on all of these so that Google can trust that address, phone number is the right one, and thus you'll get higher on Google Maps. There's a ton of other things that you can do for this. And what I'm trying to get at here is the absolute best strategies are slow burn ones that you're building an asset long-term over time. I think working with review sites, you want to get 5 stars on Facebook and Google, but anything where you can get a lot of reviews, there's a couple really cool options. One of them is Podium, which our client uses. Podium also allows you to do customer service over text, and for that reason, it's really powerful. And then the other one that I think is pretty awesome is Pulse M, and we have a roofer getting great results with that as well, and it gives you a lot of control over what people are seeing at different parts of the sales process. So if your representative is coming out to do a roof inspection, it will send them a text message telling them who's coming out, and then afterwards send them a request for review. So Pulse M is another amazing option. We have a client that's got 346 reviews with that in the last year. How powerful is that? 346 5-star reviews. That is a long-term system. Those reviews are going to continue to sell roofs for them into the future, which is amazing. And then lastly, just making sure that your website converts well. So if you send all these people to your website, make sure it's a website that's compelling, that has trust factors all over it, like 5-star reviews, that has pictures of you and your team, that has testimonials, that's very you. When I say you with a capital Y, you. So focusing that website completely on the ideal customer. How does How do our services solve your problems? That to me is absolutely essential in a compelling website design. So if that wasn't enough, all I'm saying is try as many things as you can and then double down on what works. If you're getting traffic and leads from Google, double down on that. If you're getting traffic and leads from Thumbtack, double down on that and leave the rest in the past. Don't spend time on things that aren't working. Make sure that you're evolving your marketing systems over time to take advantage of the technology that exists. And we love helping roofers get more leads. I want to give you guys 25 proven methods to hook better roofing leads as a gift. It's a white paper that has 25 lead generation tactics for roofers. If you just click the link in the description or below this video, you can download that today for free. All I want you to do is consider how maybe Hook Agency might be a good fit for helping you get more traffic and leads through Google, which is our specialty. And thank you so much for watching the Next Level Contractor Podcast, helping small businesses and construction companies be more profitable with better leads and better systems. We're doing it every Monday at 7 a.m. No bullshit, 30 minutes or less. It's brought to you by Hook Agency, hookagency.com. And that guide is at hookagency.com/roofing-leads. Join us next time for the Next Level Contractor Podcast. Bye.